Hello students, welcome to your science class students. So you see that in the previous class we had discussed all the different kind of a reflection of light. What are the different positions in which we will keep the object in order to get the image? We have seen that if suppose we will keep it between focus and that of the pole, where we will get the image. If we keep it at the center of curvature, where we will get the image. If we will keep the object at center of curvature, we will get the image at the center of curvature. If we will keep it at focus, we will get the image at infinity. If we will keep at infinity, we will get that at focus. So everything we have already seen, students, that where when we keep the object, what kind of an image that we found. Then we have also seen that what are the different uses of that of the concave mirror, students. So you see, the first is we have seen that it is used as a reflector. So you see, it is used in the torch, it is used in the searchlight, where it acts as a reflector. Second one, it is used as a shaving mirror, students, in which shaving mirror or makeup mirror, in which we can see this our face or our face in a large, means any part of our face very large. Next one is, it is used by the doctors. So it is used by the dentist. So they used to take it in order to see the problems in the teeth. With the help of the small mirror, they can enlarge that of the teeth and can check it properly. As well as they used the concave mirror as a headlight mirror, where all the ray, when it passes from that of the, means reflected from that of the mirror, and can be it will be very easy to focus some of the body organs with the help of this headlight mirror. Okay, head-on mirror, you can say. It is a head-on mirror. As well as it is also used in TV dish, as it helps in collecting the that of the. So it is used as on that of the dish antennas, where it can receive the radiations. As well as it is also used in the field of a solar energy, where it can trap that of the sun energy. So this is how we use that of the concave mirror, or we can say that these are the uses of that of the concave mirror, students. After that, we have seen some of the questions which was related to that of the concave mirror, students, and in which we have seen that where we should keep the object in order to get the correct image. So there are different conditions, different situation has been provided in the question, and such kind of a question will going to ask also, students, in which the question is given with the conditions, and we have to find it that where will be exactly the image will be formed. So we will try to find some of the more answers of such kind of a question. So let us write few questions regarding that in order to understand that what kind of a questions can be asked. So we have seen few questions from NCERT. Now let us see some more questions. So question is that a concave mirror has focal length 10 centimeter. 10 centimeter, focal length 10 centimeter. Where should an object be placed in front of the concave mirror? Be placed in front of the concave. Where should it be placed in front of the concave mirror so as to obtain an image, which is real, inverted, and same size as that of the object, which is real, inverted, and same size as object. So you can see here, student, this is the question. Question is, a concave mirror is there which is having the focal length, and that focal length is equals to 10 centimeter. Okay, now see, focal length of 10 centimeter. So where should an object be placed? Object be placed in front of the concave mirror so as to obtain an image which is real, inverted and same size as that of object, student. So you see here, what are the things which is given? So focal length is given, and focal length is equals to 10 centimeter. Now we know that here one thing, and that is it is same size as that object. So if same size, when we will get the condition at same size, basically we know that the object is of same size, the nature of the object, nature of the image formed is of same size as the object when the object is kept at center of curvature. You all are knowing about it, that at C, when the object is kept at C, the image is formed at C. Okay, so here one thing is clear, that when we keep the object at C, we get same size of image as object. So here this is one thing which is clear. Okay, so that will be at C. Now we have to find that actually where will be at C at that of the mirror. So here the focal length is given, student, and if we draw a small mirror in order to understand the question also, I hope you have understood this one. So we all know that the radius of curvature is what? It is actually the radius of the spherical. So if this is the pole, this is the F. So the focal length is 10 centimeter, and this is what? This is the center of curvature, and the from this center of curvature to pole is what? That is radius. Okay, that is the radius of curvature, and we are knowing that is focal length is equals to half of the radius of curvature. Okay, so focal length is given 10 is equals to r upon 2. So r will be equals to 20 centimeter. How does it came? R is equals to 10 into 2. That will be equals to 20 centimeter. So this 20 centimeter is what? It is the actual length of the center of curvature from that of the pole, students. Now see, you can understand it by that the focal length is actually the double of that of the radius of curvature, or we can say that the distance of the focus from that of the pole is just double, it's just half of that of the center of curvature, or we can say the distance from the center of curvature to the pole is just double of the distance from the focus to that of the pole. So the distance from the focus to that of the pole, that is focal length, is 10 centimeter. So obviously its center of curvature will be 20 centimeters. So a very important point in order to understand that whatever the situation will be given, you just remember one thing, that if the focal length is given, so just double of that focal length will be the distance from that of the center of curvature to the pole. And if center of curvature is given, so half of the center of curvature will be the distance of the focus to that of the pole, that is the focal length. This is because we have also seen the formula in order to find the focal length with the help of the radius of curvature. What is the radius, students? We know that radius is what? This is the distance from that of the center to any part of any edge of that of the mirror. That is called as the radius. And edge of the mirror is what? We have taken the center one is the pole. So that will be also comes to the radius of that of the sphere. So that will be also the radius of the spherical mirror, spherical glass. Okay, so this center of curvature is actually telling the distance from the center to the pole, and that we can find it with the help of the r. So if we are knowing the value of the r, it will be easy for us to find the focus also. Here the condition are just opposite, in which the focal length is given and we have to find the distance from the pole to the center of curvature, because we know that. Why we are looking for that? Because we know that the image, real and inverted, is okay, but the same size as that of the object. It will, such kind of an image is formed when the object is kept at C. That is why if we are knowing the distance from the center of curvature to the pole, we will get the answer that where we should keep the object in order to get the image which is same size as that of the object. Okay, so if we will keep the object 20 centimeter from that of the pole, that is at C, then we will get the same size of the object as well as real and inverted image. Okay, so this is the one question. Moving on, and we will see another question, students. So the question is, next question. Question is, that is, an object is placed at the following distances from the concave mirror. Following distances from the concave mirror of focal length 10 centimeter. Of focal length it is 10 centimeter. 10 centimeter. Okay. So, what position of the image will be produced? So, what are the different conditions? So, the first one, when the object is kept at 8 centimeter. Second one, when the object is kept at 15 centimeter. Third one, when the object is kept as 20 centimeter. And fourth one, when the object is kept at 25 centimeter. It's very easy. The question seems tough, but it is not like that, students. Quite easy. I'll tell you how. Now see here, what are the things which is given here? Whenever I told many times this is that whenever you are going to find any kind of a question, at least you see that what are the things which is given in the question and what we have to find. If you are knowing that, then it will be quite easy for you to solve the question. Now see here, question is, an object is placed at the following distances. What following distances? These distances are given here from the concave mirror of focal length 10 centimeter. So suppose this is a concave mirror and we have drawn this is the pole, this is that of the focus, this is the center of curvature. So here what is the thing which is given? That is focal length. So focal length is given, that is 10 centimeter. That is 10 centimeter. So distance from that of the focus to the pole is given, that is 10 centimeter, students. Okay. Obviously I told you many times that if focal is given, then it will be quite easy to find the radius of curvature. It means distance from the pole from that of the center of curvature. So it will be equals to 2f is equals to r. So we will write here 2 into 10, that is equals to r. So the center of curvature to the pole, the distance will be 20 centimeter. The distance will be 20 centimeters. So from here to here it is 10 centimeter and from this to this it is 20 centimeter. So this one thing is clear to us. Now you see here, students, we have to place the object at these particular distances and then we have to find out where will be the image form. I think this question will help you to understand that what kind of a questions related to that of the ray diagram can be asked. Okay, except that of the ray diagram, means to draw the ray diagram. So I'm rubbing this so that we can understand it easily. Okay, this is the 10 centimeter and this hole is the 20 centimeter. So if suppose students, here we had kept the object at 8 centimeter. 8 means what? Pole and focus, the distance between them is 10 centimeter. So obviously it is 8 centimeter is in between to that of the pole and focus. So in the first case, when we keep the object at 8 centimeter, actually we are keeping it, suppose this is the 10 centimeter, so we are keeping it at, so if we are keeping the object at 8 centimeters, so it will be here, somewhere here, right? So actually this condition is where we are keeping the object, actually we are keeping the object in between to that of the pole and focus. So at 8 centimeter, we are keeping the object between pole and focus. So here it is not asked that actually where will be the image, or where means what is the exact length where the image will be formed, but what kind of an image will be formed here, students. So it will be, say the question will be at which position the image will be formed. Which position image will be produced. Okay, so if the object is kept between pole and that of the focus, so obviously the image, when we kept the object at 8 centimeter, the image that will be formed is virtual and erect, because we know that when we keep the object between pole and focus, the image is virtual and erect. Second one is behind the mirror. Behind the mirror, and finally larger than that of object. If it is asked, students, what kind of a nature of the image formed and what is the position, at that time you will write all these things. Otherwise, if in the question it is simply asked that what is the position where the image will be produced, so you can simply write it. It will be produced behind that of the mirror. This is the first case. Now let us see the second case. What happens when we keep the object at 15 centimeter? At 15 centimeter. So this is the 20 centimeter from center of curvature to that of the pole is 20 centimeter, and from focus to pole is 10 centimeter. So obviously 10 to 20 will be from the focus to that of the center of curvature. So the object will be somewhere in between to that of the focus and the center of curvature. Okay. So here object is kept between F and C. Thus kept between F and C. Thus image formed beyond C. So what kind of an image will be formed here, students? We know that if the object is kept between that of the focus and the center of curvature, obviously the kind of an image will be formed here. It will be beyond center of curvature. Okay, so somewhere the object will be formed more than that of the image will be formed more than that of the 21 centimeter. Next one is what happened when we kept the object at 20 centimeter. So at 20 centimeter, what does that mean, students? We know that the distance from that of the pole to the center of curvature is 20 centimeters. So here we are keeping the object at center of curvature. Because of that we are saying it is, the object is kept at 20 centimeter. At 20 centimeter means it is kept at C. is kept at, okay, so it means the object is kept at C. So if the object is kept at C, the image will be also formed at C. So the image is formed at C. Okay, at 20 centimeter object is kept at C. So the image is formed, that is also at C. Okay. Now let us look at here that what will happen when we keep the object at 25 centimeter. So when we keep the object at 25 centimeters, so you can see here that from center of curvature to the pole is already 20 centimeter. So 25 will be beyond center of curvature. So we are keeping the object beyond center of curvature here, students. Okay, so at 25 centimeter object is kept beyond C. So the image formed is between F and C. So the image formed is in between F and C. Okay, at 25 centimeter object is kept beyond C. So the image is also formed between F and C. So whenever such kind of a thing is given, one thing that you should remember, what is the focal length, and just double to that will be the center of curvature. If center of curvature given, just half of that will be the focal length, and then it will be quite easy for you to understand the question. Okay. So this is all about the questions which is related to that of the concave mirror. Now let us try to understand the mirror formula, and before that there are few things that is really important to understand is the sign convention. Okay, sign convention for spherical mirror. Sign convention. Sign convention for spherical mirror, students. So there are some of the sign convention that we should know in order to solve the mirror formula or any magnification on numerical key. So what are the different sign convention? That is, all the distances, are measured from the pole of the mirror. Are measured from the pole of the mirror. I'll tell you, are measured from the pole of the mirror. All the distances are measured from the pole of the mirror. So if this is the pole, students, whatever the distance that we are going to measure where the object is kept, we will simply measure it from that of the pole of the concave mirror. So we can say here that all the distances are measured from the pole of the mirror. Then second one is distance measured in the same direction as that of incident light are taken as positive. As that of incident light are taken as positive. are taken as positive. Distance measured in the same direction as that of the incident light are taken as positive. What does that mean here, student? It means if the direction is towards the incident light. Direction of the light is, you can see here, direction of incident light. So if the direction of incident light is towards that of the mirror, then we will take it as positive. If the direction is measured towards to the direction of the incident light, it is taken as a positive. But if distance is measured against the direction of the incident of a light, then it is taken as negative. How? So if this is what, this is the direction of incident light. Left to right. Direction against that of the incident light. Against direction of incident light. Against the direction of incident light, that is why it is taken as negative. So we can write here the third one is, that is distance measured against the direction of incident light is taken as negative. Is taken as negative. Distance measured against the direction of incident light is taken as negative. If it is taken in the direction of the incident light, it is taken as positive. If it is taken against, then it is taken as negative. Second one, distance measured upward at the perpendicular to that of the principal axis is taken as positive. And the distance measured downward perpendicular to the principal axis is taken as a negative. Fourth one, distance measured upward to the perpendicular to the principal axis is taken as positive. So by that we can say here, that is, this is what, since it can be, it is in the upward direction. So the distance that we will take here, it will be what? We can say it is a height, student. So that height will be taken as a positive one. And the distance which is the height which is at the downward direction, it will be taken as a negative. So we can write it here, that is distance distance measured downward perpendicular to the principal axis. To the principal axis is taken as negative. That is taken as negative. Okay, so the distance measured downward perpendicular to the principal axis is taken as a negative. One is taken as positive, another one is taken as a negative. So if it is in the upward direction, that is taken as positive. If it is in the downward direction, that is taken as a negative. Okay, this is actually the height. Okay, students. So these are some of the sign convention for the spherical mirror.